Okay, so the next skill we're going to have a look at is around comparing or ordering fractions. And the really important thing here is that the fractions need to have the same denominator. That's essentially the unit of the fraction. It's like trying to compare things in kilograms with things in pounds, or things with miles, things in kilometres. Unless the units are the same, unless the denominators are the same, you cannot do very much with these fractions. So when we're comparing them, they need to have the same denominator. So let's have a look at the first question. Which is bigger, 5/9 or 7/12? Well, at the moment, they don't have the same denominator, so I need to try and give them the same denominator. Now, to do that, what I'm looking for is what's called the lowest common denominator, which is the lowest common multiple, the lowest number in both the 9 and the 12 times table. So, here, let's look at my 9 times table. My 9 times table is 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, and so on. My 12 times table is 12, 24, 36. Oh, I don't need to go on any further, because I can see that 36 is in both times tables. And the lowest number in both of those times tables is 36. So what I can do is simply write both of those as equivalent fractions out of 36. So I know that I can write 5 out of 9 as something out of 36, and I can write 7 out of 12 as something out of 36. So that's my first step. I found the lowest common denominator, which is the lowest number in the 9 and 12 times table. Once I've done that, I need to work out, well, what must I have done to my 9 to give me 36? Well, we can actually see what I've done here. I've gone up to the 4th number in my 9 times table, so I've times it by 4. Remember, your fractions are equivalent, which means that I'm timesing my top and bottom by the same number. So I must have to do 5 times 4 as well. 5 times 4 then gives me an answer of 20. So that's 20 out of 36. We're going to do the same here, working out how many times do I have to go up in my 12 times table to give me 36. Do the same to my 7 to tell me what the answer is. Well, here we can see we went up to the 3rd number, so it's timesing by 3. I must have had to have done the same to my 7, times it by 3. 7 times 3 then gives me 21. Now my slices of pizza are the same size, they're both 36ths. So I can see I would want to have my 21 rather than my 20. This one is the bigger. And if we're using this symbol, remember the crocodile always goes for the bigger number. So the bigger one there, go back to the original question, is 7 out of 12. Second question is slightly more difficult because it's now combining what we did in the last skill with this skill. So the first thing I'm going to do is want to change 1 2/3 into an improper fraction. So let's remember how we do that. 1 times 3 is 3. Add 2 is the same as 5/3. So I'm just going to rewrite this as 5 out of 3. I'm then going to go in my 3 times table and my 5 times table. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. My 5 times table, 5, 10, 15. I've found my lowest common denominator. My lowest common denominator then is going to be 15. So let's put my 15 down here. To go from 3 to 15, I've times by 5. So I have to do the same here, which would have given me 25 out of 15. To go from 5 to 15, I'd have had to times by 3. 7 times 3 gave me 21 out of 15. So again, going back to the original question, which one's bigger? The one on the left is bigger, so 1 and 2/3 must have been the bigger fraction. Okay, pause the video now while you take down the worked examples, and I'm going to try some questions of our own.